Zanza is not dead. I feel it. Our tragedy unfolds once again.
Lady Mayneth. Does that mean...
Indeed, I do not doubt that Egil too is aware. However, why free the Monado? Zanza must realize it is now a double-edged sword. And what reason could he have for choosing the boy? What is this? I am experiencing feelings for the boy.
Lady Mayneth.
Vinaya, your swift repairs are appreciated.
Thank you.
I wish to see that boy again. To meet with the one who wields the Monado.
The boy? But my lady, is that not...
Is Egil aware of my reawakening?
He is not. As my lady wished, he knows nothing.
Then, there is no need to worry. I shall meet the boy. Besides, the Monado will draw him to me.
Flying off without me, huh? I know you from somewhere. Of course, I remember you. You're Dunburn's little sister.
I could go for a hot cup of Dixon's home brew right about now. We're not built for this cold.
It is to be expected. This climate is as different to your home as it gets. It only snows this high up on the Bionis.
Ricky hate cold.
This can't be nice for Ricky. He's from Matna.
A little further down is Sword Valley, right?
Yes, but before then I must show you something.
Me?
You, Shulk. Do you not see? That tall formation that looks like a tower? Ruins, to be precise.
Ricky see it? Bigger than Big Tree in Village.
We can rest there. I'll explain everything then.
Well, you know, Alvis is the most trustworthy guy that we've met on this entire journey. I think we can all agree.
Also, I love how...
Yeah, well... No, you first.
I was gonna say, I love how Ricky complains about being cold, and yet there's like 5 Nopon just hanging out there wearing even less clothing and armor than he is, and they're completely fine.
Yeah, but that's because his uniform is entirely metal.
Yeah, Ricky absorbs a lot more cold than they do.
There are no furs here, friend.
I mean, I did have him in furs, like, for Prison Island, but at some point, I realized I had the full Durian armor, so fuck yeah, I wanted that. Anyway, welcome to Valak Mountain. It's the snow area of this game.
So when do we fight Seath to scale us?
Maybe like the second or third trip back here. We'll get to it in a little bit, but this game has some fun ice physics.
So is this when we discover that there's actually like a secret hidden game mode that lets you snowboard down these hills or mountains? Look, Metal Gear Solid 2 gets skateboarding. I think it's only fair that this game gets snowboarding.
depending on how much you like the snowboarding minigame in Final Fantasy VII, the answer is either unfortunately or thank fuck it doesn't.
I mean, Square liked the snowboarding minigame in Final Fantasy VII enough that they basically built an engine for it that served as like the basis for like the Final Fantasy VII remake engine, I think, didn't they?
Did they?
I know they put it out as like a separate game with like full HD graphics and everything, and people were for the longest time going like, oh great, we got the fucking snowboarding minigame, but they're too lazy to remake Final Fantasy VII completely. And then like a year later, they announced the remake in like for real.
I don't think I've ever heard of this.
Same.
Because like I know I know certain companies have done that. Like they basically like made games that were effectively just like in-house demos for their game engines and just put it out like as an actual game. Like Killzone Shadowfall was basically just one big giant tech demo for Guerrilla's Decima engine, which they eventually made Horizon Zero Dawn on, and they sold it as an actual game. So.
Well, to be fair, hasn't Killzone basically been a tech demo for, like, its entire existence?
Oh god, pretty much, yeah. Like, basically any gimmick piece of technology that Sony puts out, Guerrilla will make a Killzone game that absolutely plays it straight and like, okay, like, here, let's show off the potential of what this does. And they do it great, and then basically no one else bothers to do anything with it.
Yeah, I could totally see that.
I miss Killzone too.
But have you considered Killzone, but with a move controller?
That's yes. Killzone 3, yeah.
Yes, thank you, that was the joke.
Not bad. Not bad at all. So how long till Killzone drops on PS5?
They actually said they're gonna go back to making another Killzone game after they finish the Horizon sequel, so... I would not put it past them that... God, like, what would they even call it at this point? Because, like, they kind of went away from numbers, so, like, it's probably not gonna be Killzone 4.
You're right.
It'll be
Killzone
time.
5.
It's a perfect time to bring back numbers.
No. They'll just call it Killzone.
Oh God, you're right.
Yeah.
We're not thinking enough like a modern game company.
Or no, they'll call it the Killzone. Or something like that.
Killzones?
What about Kill Dot Zone?
Or Kill Space Zone, yeah.
Nah.
Kill underscore zone.
I mean, if you want to get like really nitty gritty and like basically here's something no one knows or cares about, like the font that they use to make the Killzone title, the O in it is actually the 0 in the font, like the actual O. If you go and like if you download the font and you like type stuff out in it, it's a completely different character from the one used in the Killzone title font, so it is technically Kill Z0NE.
Huh.
That is absolutely something that Sony would do and just never tell anybody.
Yeah, I could totally believe that.
Also, it's pretty clear that it's Kill 01.
Kills 1? Yeah, I'm feeling it.
Let's give him hell! Sidekicks, try hard!
I mean, it is vaguely appropriate. Killzone was marketed as the Halo killer, and like that even in some ways extended to the actual title font of the game because there is no actual circle in the game's font.
Anyway, wow, this whole area looks like it's absolute ass to navigate. I'm a big fan of all these like massively steep slopes.
Yeah, there's something about the landscape just not being improved by 60-degree angles everywhere.
And then you factor in the fact that when it gets to night, it turns piss yellow and the sky turns purple, so...
Ah, the sky lasers of piss. I knew we were missing something.
Yeah, Valak Mountains not great to navigate, especially when like you actually get up to like the peaks of the mountain and you've got to walk really thin tight ropes.
Are you telling me that you don't think this game's platforming mechanics are particularly robust?
Not unless we're on a slippery slope.
Man, if only there was some way we could fly.
Easy, monsters. Smack this time.
Also, I'm just sitting here while you guys are going on about the crappy Xenoblade platform mechanics, just like having terror flashbacks to Bionis Field.
Oh, we'll get there.
The good news is, like, the areas between here and Bionis Field are all pretty decent to navigate, but...
Yeah, I kind of like a lot of the in-between, between now and Bionis Field, but we still got to get through here. There is something in the way of collectibles in Valak Mountain that's kind of important. You can find ice cabbages very rarely here, and you will need 2 of those for the Colony 6 reconstruction. When I say really rare, it's like somewhere between like 1 and 5% chance of dropping from any of the collection orbs. So have fun with the reconstruction.
So did they ever end up changing the name of this area in different languages?
They might have, but I wouldn't actually know.
Well, I just kind of wonder about people who changed V's and PH's. It rises from a place of great warmth.
And at some point we'll be reaching the fiery core.
The circulation of magma. Your videos aren't made for kids, right? Yes.
No.
Now the real question is going to be, is the lava piss yellow too?
So one thing I actually kind of find neat about like the environment design here is that there's a ton of Chilkins and Anthols just as your main enemies, and part of that is because this area is basically the site of a turf war between the 2 species, which kind of comes up in a side quest chain later on.
Now I'm just imagining them meeting up in like a parking lot and they pull like butterfly knives on each other. Don't you insult our colors.
Yeah, I can see that. Alright, so who's ready for ice physics?
Oh boy, here we go.
I say it can't be any worse than 2s.
Oh, you almost made it.
Yeah, I did. If I did make that first jump, I think I would have made it.
Just like Donkey Kong Country.
I was gonna say, that's Super Mario 64. That's the end of the penguin race slide. Like, it's got that...
I would say this is worse because at least Super Mario 64 had the decency to just kill you. We're gonna be walking our ass back up there.
It's fine. I hit a landmark just before there.
Yeah. Anyways, let me just open this encyclopedia in the water. Scrunch, scrunch, smash.
Look, if we don't shove this rat into the book right now, then, like, you know what? When are we going to put it in there, Javo?
Specifically a wet rat. Which begs the
Come
question.
on, man. You don't preserve your wet rats in your books?
I was gonna ask, like, was it a dry rat before we fell into the water and it became a wet rat? I, of course, know the answer to that. There are no dynamic items in the game, but still.
Because that's what people would grill you on in the comments.
Actually, Crow, none of the items change no matter what. So, you need to stop with these awful jokes. You're not funny.
I'll have you know that the webmaster is someone you should respect, even if he turns out to be a giant cunt.
Oh, by the way, Lotax beats the shit out of women.
I mean, I've just felt it was... We don't have to directly reference it anymore. We all know he's a piece of shit.
Lotax or the guy who made the comments?
Yes.
I'll be a little generous to that guy.
Anyway, if you can actually manage the entire slide, you'll be dumped right in front of a unique monster.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's some sick encounter design. Making you eat like a half your HP and fall damage and then immediately putting you into a unique fight.
Yeah, that's
I'm still very disappointed that there's no half pipe tricks, no experience gain from like pulling off a sweet like Misty Flip.
Well,
that would have been pretty sweet actually.
Yeah,
but...
seriously, when are we gonna see Ryan do a kickflip off that thing?
I mean, we missed the notification for it because we were talking about we actually unlocked Darth Maul for doing that sick-ass snow grind trick.
Dope.
Anyway, I did not win that fight, so we're just gonna come back to it later. Especially because it's part of a side quest that we will be doing because it unlocks another skill tree.
I love how we could have avoided all of that entirely and just gone right back to here, but you decided, no, I'm going to show that anyway.
I'm not even going to show the failure. I'm just going to show the part up until I decide to cut away.
I would have, but I actually, or when reviewing the footage, I realized it was just kind of a long and drawn out, just slow begging for death.
Adding the runtime.
Time for pay! Make it a swift victory! Try hard!
It would have been one of the few times where you'd probably get that notification of your party's gonna get murked. And it would finally come true.
Oh yeah, I got a ton of those actually.
And we're missing out on it.
You're saying you didn't stop any of them.
I tried.
This will be a breeze.
Great, all of a sudden we're gonna see a ring wraith and some dragons and whatever the crap.
No, Jabo, please. This is the hot springs part of the episode.
That explains why I'm not wearing clothes.
If you miss this, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed.
I was trying to land on some of the cliffs, but they make it really hard to. It's almost like they knew someone would be stupid enough to try that.
Yeah, it's like they give you basically like a literal Olympic swimming pools area to land in.
This is
once again, where I'm just gonna come back to that whole little thing that Monolith has some just top-notch platforming mechanics. I don't know why you don't trust them.
This is how kids get convinced that libertarianism is a good option. No, I should be allowed to kill myself on the cliffs if I want to.
Yeah, if I want to be stupid, let me.
Goddamn government.
God, I read this absolutely like hilarious like article in like The Guardian or somewhere about like this town that decided to just go full-on libertarian and they got invaded by like a straight up like entire clan of like basically mutated bears that had become so like acclimatized, I suppose, to just humanity being there and just like living
this
off
looks
like
good. This looks good.
Yeah. I just think, yeah, like just living off human food that like they took over the fucking town.
Wow. Wow, did we miss that by like literally a foot?
The edge or the geyser?
The cliff. Like it looked like where you landed in the water was like about a foot away from where it was actually like land.
Yeah, I think I did.
ChaosArgate, why are you not killing yourself for our entertainment?
Well, I mean, when you're falling from up there, I figure it'd be more fun to try to do the pinpoint shot rather than throw myself into the rocks. Anyway, I think I realized that up there was, or we'll be heading up there later for some other side quests. So I instead opted to return back to the main level to go explore this cave over here.
Really glad you timed that so well that it made it look like you paused in real time to point out on the map where we were going.
Crashing time! This will be a breeze. I don't have time for full fry.
Also, I appreciate that with Berserker up, Ryan is strong enough to almost kill one of those Hoxes in one go. If he isn't, because I'm not actually sure since, you know, Dunban and Ricky were already hitting it.
I love how that you've got like the 3 heaviest hitters in the party all at the same time, so you literally cannot tell which of them got the kill shot because they're all that damn good.
Wait, does the lava not hurt you?
It does if you stand in it long enough, but if you just dip in and out real quick, you can, you'll be fine.
Yeah, that's how that works.
That checks out.
Don't ever doubt the powers of Team Limit Break.
Like, I was expecting that to work like the Poison Swamp, where, like, almost immediately you just started getting fucked up super bad, and then, now just take a nice, pleasant walk through the lava.
It takes cues from the Doom engine where it only happens on certain frames.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of like the Poison versus Blaze status effects in this game, because Poison is way more deadly than Blaze is.
Time for pay!
Anyway, at the end of the lava cave is this little plateau. There's not a whole lot for us here now, but we'll be back very shortly because we actually do have to come here. I just jumped the gun a little bit because I saw it in the distance. I wanted to know what it was.
Yeah, that whole area had boss arena written all over it, so...
Yeah, the game makes you fight like at least 2 or 3, or, you know, you can fight at least 2 or 3 different strong monsters in that arena. One of which you can even farm an endgame for, like, I think one of Dunban's best weapons.
Obviously, we already know it. It's a dragon, goes in and out of the lava, spits flames or whatever at you.
Yeah, that's about it.
I'm sorry, Java, it was actually an ice monster.
Oh. So then you're not supposed to run warp in the glowy column?
Alley-oop!
All right, so here's the tower that Alvis has is really pushing for us to go to.
All right, top 10 anime betrayals coming up.
Great. Turns out he's religious.
Ruins. I wonder who built them.
Elvis? This the place you meant?
It appears to have frozen over while I have been away.
Been away?
Pay me no mind. We will need to do something about the ice before we can enter.
Throw hot water on ice.
Yeah, nice one, genius.
Precisely. There should be a geyser nearby. In the cave next to it, we will find a stone called magma rock.
And we can use this rock to melt the ice.
I believe so. So, shall we head to the cave?
Sounds good. Start looking for a geyser, everyone.
So yeah, let's go get that rock.
And roll, right?
Yep. It's being guarded by this dragon thing.
Yeah. We all knew this. Don't use the Deku Shield, you'll lose it.
No, you're adult Link by the time you fight Volvagia.
I mean,
Yeah.
sure, but you can still use it.
No, not as an adult.
Look, if you're rung warping.
Oh, fine.
Just like old times.
See, this design reminds me a lot more of like DK64. Like I'm just imagining that thing in Angry Aztec that Diddy has to fight. And frankly, I don't appreciate being reminded of Donkey Kong 64.
See, the best remedy for that is never playing Donkey Kong 64.
Yeah, I can't say I have this form of PTSD.
Like, the only reason to play DK64 was for the multiplayer.
Leave this to me.
I'm not sure when that Nebula decided to join the fight, but it's dead now.
I was gonna ask, like, did you get attacked by something after the victory? Like,
I mean, knowing Chaos, yes.
I think it actually got, or I think like it noticed Ricky using some ether attacks, maybe?
The letters are worn and difficult to make out. But it's definitely the language of the High Entia. They look just like the lettering on Prison Island.
If only we could. Just walk inside.
This place.
Something up, Shulk?
No, it's just... I feel like I know this place.
Deja vu.
I'm not sure, but... I thought I had it. I can't seem to recall.
Are you all right?
What? must be tired. Don't worry.
This is Osse Tower. Built by the High Entia to house and protect the Monado. The ceremony of seers was conducted here. It is also where the Homs found the Monado.
Wait, you mean... So this is where the Monado was kept. My dad took it from here. Have you always been able to see the future? You told me you were from a long line of seers. Did you have the ability from birth?
Once, I too came into contact with the Monado. Those that are to be seers must touch the Monado, and a chosen few receive our power. That is the ceremony of my family.
And the ceremony was held right here.
Shulk, why do you think we can see the future?
I hadn't really thought about it. After I grabbed the Monado, I just saw things.
Your visions are the flow of ether itself. Ether is the very source of our world's existence. Where and how much ether there exists now and in the future can be predicted. Therefore, in principle, the future of living beings such as us can also be predicted. And there is one thing that makes possible the visualization of those predictions.
You mean the Monado?
The Monado can disrupt the ether, allowing you to release certain powers, which means...
My visions, under the same principle, are there to disrupt the future.
With no one to control the outcome, the future will never change. But what if someone were to disrupt the future? What then?
The future would be changed. Is that how Zanza planned to defeat the Mechonis? But why go to such lengths? What happened all those years ago?
Did you think it was just a myth?
I used to only believe in what I could see. My home, my friends, the Monado itself. I knew those things were real.
But when you took the Monado in your hand, you gained the ability to see that which was not meant to be seen.
Are you saying I should stop?
You are a fluctuation. As a fluctuation, you exist outside the results of your predictions. The more you accept this existence, the more malleable the world becomes. In fact, you have no choice but to accept it.
I don't know, guys. I don't think we can trust this Alvis guy.